What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and I was listening to a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast the other day, and the idea of what is your guilty pleasure in Yu-Gi-Oh, like a deck that you know is absolute garbanzo beans, but you still love to play it for whatever reason. Everyone's got their own specific reason, and I was like, I don't know if I really have one. I mean, all of my decks can technically fall in that category: Eldritch Monarch, Invoke Egyptian God, all that kind of stuff. But still, I feel like I can win kind of any given duel with those decks if my cards come out right. Which I know kind of sounds silly to say, but for the most part, I don't have that like ultra casual strategy that just is stinks. But then I remembered I absolutely do. It's Galaxy Eyes. Galaxy Eyes was my first favorite deck. When I first started playing the game, I was like, oh man, this deck is so good. It should be getting nods, yada yada yada. But no, that's I've replayed the deck, and I think I'm gonna do a couple videos on this because now it's kind of like I gotta make this thing at least playable. It just doesn't feel that way right now. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it hasn't had real support in forever. Afterglow is such a throwaway. The deck needs starters, not extenders, but I don't know. I'll play some replays and we'll revisit this, classic style here. So playing against Ultra Guys, this is definitely a going second deck, so that's for sure. That's not going to change. Now, can you set up a couple of negates going second? You can. Going first. It's possible, but you got to open right, and it's never too awesome. Afterglow should just be an automatic extender. Like if you own a Photon or a Galaxy monster, you can special summon it. I go back and forth on whether or not I even want to play this card. I get the value of it. I mean, in terms of just finishing off your opponent when it's attached, and you use it during the battle phase, it doubles the attack, all that kind of stuff. He ended up actually surrendering here because I had Afterglow. It did win me the duel in this case because it was that extra extender. So I don't know. We'll keep going on here. But I seen online is that some people are using the ZSCW stuff to get the rank up cards, kind of as a pseudo engine for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just Galaxy Knight is kind of like your ideal normal summon, but Galaxy Wizard is like you have to play that card because it searches the entire archetype. I mean, along with Photon Orbital, but those together, a lot of times you need a lot of stuff. So I don't know. But this is like the ideal. I mean, this is like because you're burning through resources, man, like a train eating coal. That's kind of like the entire idea. Unfortunately, like I've even experimented with putting Cyber Dragons like purely into this because, like, look at this. Like this is okay. This is one negate, but I did disrupt his entire board with one card because you start summoning on top of each other, which is all fine and dandy. But then it kind of is just laying out there. Honestly, the thing that I had the most trouble with, and which is really bad, and it's probably just me not playing the deck or me not playing it for a very long time, I have a hard time assembling lethal going second when that should be the only thing you should be doing in the deck. Because you do have access to some powerful rank 8s, but look, I mean, this is an okay opening, right? To some extent. I have the follow-up play going next turn. He did have the Raigeki. So, I mean, one negate's just not going to get it done. But, I mean, I got to hope, basically, that I draw, I don't know, like a Photon Sanctuary. We'll see if I do. So, he's going in for game. I mean, he has the advantage. Getting over 4,500 attack can be difficult for some decks. So, I mean, it's not an issue. But I want to be able to one-shot my opponent like I do the Egyptian God deck. And I'm sure there's a way. So yeah, I'm going to go right into number 62. Maybe there's another one I should be going into. I'm not sure. But I do use Union Carrier. Really cool that you can link summon Union Carrier with Photon Sanctuary. I mean, no other deck has access to something like that. It's ridiculous. So I mean, that's the best card in the deck. He ends up not having anything because I'm just going to be able to use Galaxy Wizard. It's a one card. This is why you have to have it because I mean, again, you do have no hand size going second. So Galaxy Wizard is a one card rank 8 because you can always search Galaxy Trance. That's what I do here. He ends up surrendering. Easy enough. Just like a few more, but yeah, like I was saying, like if you do use the ZS and ZW stuff to grab that rank up card, what you essentially do is you special summon the Utopia double, grab the rank up card using the new effects from the new monsters that aren't quite out just yet. Then that Numeron, it's something Numeron rank up whatever. It does go into the I forget the name of it now. Let me look real quick. It does help you go into number 38. Not number 38. Number 90, excuse me. Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, which is pretty good. I don't know. I bounce back and forth. The consistency of it. You can't pack too much into the deck because you got to remember that this is a going second deck, so you need going second cards. You can't just really you can't just create the most consistent deck ever for Galaxy Eyes but expect that to do anything because your opponent's going to do something during their turn. Now, a lot of cards that I like to have, and I think I did a deck profile on this like way long ago. I'm sure it's still on the channel. I have cards like Evenly Match in there, but the problem, the reason you use Evenly Match is to kind of hope that you can keep up card advantage wise. I got a double negate board here, so this is kind of the ideal opening. But again, you're empty now. So what you do, you always want to search Galaxy Eyes Photon with Photon Lord. You want to search Galaxy Wizard. Like I said, it's a 1-card combo, and that's kind of this is the ideal setup. I don't think it gets better than this in the current setup. And this is the last duel. This is Monarchs. He set up a little bit of a domain lock. I still love the deck. There's nothing I can do about it, man. It's something I will find a way to make this where I'm happy with it. Cool thing about Galaxy Wizard 2, again, must-have card, is you can increase the rank to 8, use Expedition, and then use the search ability if you want to. I'm not saying that you will. Sometimes you may just want to use it as a rank 8, but still, it's got to be the best card in the deck. I should have probably gone for Photon Sanctuary here. I'm not sure maybe if I had restricted myself early in the turn. Because what you can do, there is a new ZW card that lets you equip. And since this is a light monster, even though it's machine, Union Carrier still goes off. You can equip it to Cyber Dragon Infinity and give it an extra monster negate, which is cool. So it's kind of is the only way to play the deck now. I used to run, well, I still do run I think it's number 90. I can't think of it now, but I'll do the deck profile once I get into a better place. But the one that summons the, I think it's like a rank 8 or rank 10, and you've kind of overlay them on top of each other so you can use the effect. I just want to make sure I can one-shot my opponent. If I can do that, I can work around it. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. And going first, I don't know, maybe you set up that double negate, maybe you don't, I don't know. So let me know. First of all, I would like to know what your guys' kind of guilty pleasure deck is. The one that you just you know what, there's nothing to do about it, man. I just love this deck so much because I know I got plenty of those. This one was definitely mine. And if you like Galaxy Eyes, hopefully you enjoyed the replays a little bit. And be on the lookout for a little more of a modern take. And we'll see what I can do with it. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.